this is a place where the legends before us carried on a legacy of winning.
Easy. Pitch out. 40, 35, 30, 20, 50, touchdown easy. No flag.
It has always been the passion, determination, and teamwork that makes it who we are.
The give to Diamond Ferry. Gets around the corner. One man to beat. Steps it up. He's gone. They're not going to catch him. Nobody's going to catch him. He's gone for the touchdown.
A commitment to excellence is our way of life.
Pass, and it is intercepted. Who else but Lucas Dennis is there to pick it? And it's a pick six for Everett. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Winning is what we know and what we do.
Good evening and happy Halloween, everyone. We are here in Revere, Massachusetts under the eerie glow of Friday Night Lights as we welcome you to tonight's clash between two longtime rivals, the Everett Crimson Tide and the Revere Patriots. My name is Animo Osmani, and joining me is Josh Delgazo. Both teams come into this matchup with records of 2-5, and while the ghost of tough losses may still linger for the Everett Crimson Tide, tonight is all about redemption, a few tricks or treats on the field. It is Halloween after all. For Everett, it's been a season haunted by inconsistency, but the Tide are hoping to rise once again and put a statement win to end off this regular season. Revere coming off an impressive 40-36 victory over Malden last week. Josh, before we head into the national anthem, do you have any insights to today's matchup?
Well, I tell you what, Aneem, you said it. You have a battle of rivals, longtime rivals that have had their struggles this season for the Crimson Tide, starting 2-0, losers of 5 straight, haunting to say the least. And this is a Revere team that, while they come in 2-5, they are coming in off of a win. I will give you more on that, but let's just pause for a moment as we will be getting into our national anthem.
Representing Revere High School Junior ROTC Cadet Tackles.
And a beautiful national anthem sung by a show choir member from Revere High School. Josh. It's Friday, October 31st, Halloween, and we are slated for a 5 p.m. kickoff, accommodating for Halloween festivities later on. But would you like to continue on what you were saying earlier about this matchup?
Yeah, so again, you have the difference with these 2-5 records for both sides is that Revere comes into this off of a win. And right now, you'll take any momentum that you can have. For the Crimson Tide, you have to go back to early September from the last time they won a game. It looked great starting off 2-0, and then they met a little bit of a rough stretch of their schedule, and then some inconsistencies that lingered. So this is a big one. Last season, it was the Revere Patriots winning their first matchup against Everett in this rivalry going back to 1991. That took place at Everett Stadium. It was a bitter end to what was a hopeful playoff push for the Tide had they won that game. They did not. So the Patriots are now looking to make it 2 in a row in the series, and we are underway.
Jose Fuentes fielding the kick from Wild Finidi and gets brought down by the Revere 20-30 line.
And in on the stop was number 31, Gotson Delisme for the Crimson Tide. So it's all going to start right here defensively for the Tide. As these problems have taken place this year on this 5-game losing streak, it has been the defensive side of the football that has had a hard time getting the stops they need. You and I have documented this ad nauseum. It often tends to be on those third down conversions where they seem to get burned. So let's see if they can get that third down situation taken care of by making key stops on first and second down.
And just a little bit of a disclaimer, we are here on the opposite side of the press box, so we do have a little bit of a difficult view from where we're standing. So we'll do our best to keep our ball placement when we call it out as accurate as we can. But here's Fuentes and the shotgun, the quarterback with the keep, looking for a run up the middle, stays upright. Whistle hasn't been blown yet, and finally there it has been. Stop made by Benson Charlemont, Everett Sr.
Yeah, that's right. Charlemont, a senior. We've seen him rotating in at the defensive end position. He has done a nice job every time he's been coming off the edge. Plays very physical, good speed, and he has some good side. Nice play by Benson. And that was a play that we saw doom the Crimson Tide last week. It was Shane Knowlton Samard, the Lynn English quarterback, and you see a replay of it right here. But to mention that Lynn English quarterback, Knowlton Samard ran for 328 yards last week. That's right, 328 and 6 touchdowns, and it was on that very play, operating out of the spread option look.
Sergio Peguero now under center, handing it off to Jose Fuentes, who picks up a first down. And on the stop is Philip Pimenta, sophomore for the Crimson Tide.
So I did get a chance to talk to one of the assistant coaches, Carol Manuel, before the game, and Carol had mentioned that there would be a little bit more underclassmen getting some of the opportunities tonight, and I think you're seeing it right there with that sophomore Philip Pimenta in on the stop, but not before a healthy gain by Fuentes.
Now under center again is Sergio Peguero on 1st and 10 for the Revere Patriots. Man in motion. It's going to be a sweep handoff play to Anthony Pelletier and quickly chased down by number 11, Armani Negron. Junior playing on both sides of the ball, tight end and I believe outside linebacker.
That's correct, and you saw Negron roaming from his outside linebacker position, had outside contain, had the right angle, and able to corral number 7, Anthony Pelletier, right down to the ground. Negron is a very, very impressive two-way player. We've seen him make some really nice receptions from his tight end position. He's a strong blocker. He's a good athlete, and that's a player the Tide are very excited that they'll have back next season as well.
Here's Jose Fuentes, brought down after a gain of 2 yards. They're going to be bringing up 3rd and 5.
Fuentes, a good-looking running back early on here, and he is only a sophomore. 5'7", 160-pounder, runs the ball very hard, good speed, working from guard to tackle in the box, and you can see that Fuentes is a player that I'm sure the Patriots are very, very much looking forward to with their future.
We see that, and one thing we might be hearing on the broadcast if you're a viewer is a lot of wind noise. It is a windy night out here today in Revere, Massachusetts. We're right by the ocean. We got a little bit of the breeze coming from there. Here's going to be a handoff to Anthony Pelletier once again. He has outside freedom, pushed out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Aneem. We are battling some strong winds right now. So we have 49 degrees. That's the temperature. It feels like 37, and that's due to wind gusts that are up to 33 miles an hour right now. And while the wind gusts are roaming, that replay showed the ball carrier of number 7, Anthony Pelletier, but a penalty bringing that back. And now the Tide will be looking to make a stop on 3rd down and 10. This is the kind of situation you want to have when defending 3rd down. So let's see if the Tide can get the stop they need.
It's going to be a handoff to none other than Jose Fuentes, who's been doing the bulk load of the work to start off this game. Brought down after a 5-yard gain. Correction, that was Mario Ramirez on the carry. Senior running back for the Patriots, 5'9", 190. Here's a look at the replay. Direct handoff up the middle. It's going to be Sam Lacombe forcing him inside into the waiting arms of Johnny Goes.
Yeah, Johnny Goes. Nice job right there. All over it. Jonathan Goes has had a really strong season. The senior has been all over the place defensively from his nose tackle position. Does a really good job creating havoc, and he's a good athlete too. He can really close on ball carriers very well.
Revere is settling for a punt here as they're punting from the 49-yard line. Ball hits the turf, and it will not be picked up by Jamari Doolin. Or
it will.
He feels it. He's going to find the outside to the nearby sideline, and it's going to be dragged down by Walter Franklin at the Everett 46-yard line, or 45.
Nice job by Doolin. Definitely not the conventional way that you would handle a punt, but Doolin did it actually. He was smart right there. He saw that he was able to handle that rolling football. He had some room around him. The key with that is you got to make sure that you're clear of blue jerseys. Let's take a look at the replay. Doolin scoops it up like a shortstop fielding the ground ball, and then he gets around big number 54 before he does get hauled down, as unfortunately real estate was on the other side that he needed to be on. Walter Franklin rounding him down on the play, but nice job by Doolin. Unfortunately, while we were hyped up there was a penalty at near the end of that run, so the Tide do not have the field position that it looked. It looks like probably a holding call or a block in the back, negating the 10 extra yards that Doolin had picked up.
So the ball has been spotted back to the Everett.
Oh, it's going back further.
I think the refs misplaced the ball to begin with.
That appears to be
it. Might be another 5-yard walk back. And I know they're going more than 5 yards.
It'll be 1st down and 10 Everett.
From their own 12-yard line, says a PA announcer from Revere High School. Thank you for the assist. Here's Tyler Frenny with the quarterback keep for their first offensive play of this game. Doesn't look like it's going to be any gain.
Yeah, not much running room for Frenny to operate there. Tyler has been the leading ball carrier for the Crimson Tide this season, and he has been terrific getting downhill and just running with toughness. Right there, not a lot of green grass to operate with, and that's going to get him back just over the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Freddy's going to keep that one. He does have room.
And that looks good for an Everett 1st down. And I do have to apologize and give another disclaimer, as our view is blocked by the Everett sideline. They are quite tall.
Yeah, we're
but it does look like it's going to be a 1st down, and it's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line.
And you could see it right there, faking the jet sweep to Doolin. Frenny going right up the middle, basically a keeper on the dive.
Handoff to Stephen Thomas. Has no gain on the play, brings up a 2nd and 10 again.
I've liked what I've seen from Thomas this season. The junior, he's another hard runner for the Tide. He has pretty good size too. Looks like he goes about 190, 200 pounds. He definitely has good size in that backfield.
Here's Doolin in motion, and once again it's going to be another keeper by Freddie, who's trying to find something up the middle, but finds a wall of Patriots and gets stuffed and driven back for no gain on that play.
Yeah, again, that Revere defense, quick on their reads. You're going to see Franklin does a nice job kind of hemming out the ball fake, coming back into it as he makes the assist on the tackle. The solo tackle would be credited to number 13, Rita Atui.
And it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Crimson Tide. Their first third down conversion attempt right here. Tyler Freddie with an empty backfield, but it's going to be Doolin with the keep on the sweep. Has some room on the sideline, gets upended. And we're just going to wait to see the spot on the ball to see if he picked up that first down.
Looking at the first down marker on the opposite side of the field, I believe he has it from where he landed. I haven't seen an official spot. We're going to take a look at the replay here. Doolin does a nice job getting to the outside, then goes airborne, gets cut down by the calves, and he does, in fact, pick up the first down. So nice job by Doolin and the Crimson Tide offense to move the sticks on a very early but key third down.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line, and we have a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Tyler Freddie in the backfield with Stephen Thomas at the running back. We get a quick flag on the play, and the refs are calling false start. 5-yard penalty.
And that's the stuff that you can't have. And unfortunately, these are some of the things that we've seen really haunt the Tide, right? Again, to use your Halloween-themed term that you brought earlier in the broadcast, these are the things that you have to clean up. You pick up a key first down, and then you're starting the next play after a false start, 1st down and 15. Like, these are the things that have to kind of correct themselves for good, consistent football to be played.
Tyler Freddie leading the offense, and on the field lining up at wide receiver is Jeremiah Clark, the backup quarterback for Tyler Freddie. It's going to be a quick wide receiver pop screen to Doolin. Jeremiah Clark out blocking, and Doolin picks up a favorable amount of yards on that play. Brings up 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you what, real nice job by Doolin. Good quick pass by Freddie. Here it is. Freddie makes the ball fake to Thomas, gets it right over to Doolin. Clark is out front blocking, and Doolin does a nice job working it to the sideline, picks up a healthy gain, and now we're looking at 2nd down and about 4.
And at running back is Marcus Pierre.
And that was Freddie on the keeper. And that is going to move the sticks. So the false start does not affect the Crimson Tide as they move the chains for their 2nd first down on this possession. This is their first offensive possession of the game.
The ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Design quarterback power up the middle, and enough of good blocking to push Freddie forward for the first down. Here's a handoff to Marcus Pierre. Tries to weave his way off tackle, but brought down by number 6, Jackson Martell of the Patriots. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
I'm a big fan of the running style of Marcus Pierre. The senior had his number called a little bit later on the season due to injury, and he has run with the opportunity and then some. He was one of the key ball carriers last week against Glen English and picks up with his first carry of the night a nice solid 4-yard gain. He runs hard, he's got good speed.
Fake sweep to Doolin is going to be a handoff to Stephen Thomas, and that's going to push the sticks forward for another Crimson Tide first down.
I like it right there. In fact, I like a little of this two-headed monster, a little mix-up between Pierre and Thomas. 26 and 46. This time it's 26. Thomas, the junior, gets downhill, works his way to the outside, lowers the shoulder, finishes off the run by going forward. Nice job. He was brought down by 25, Philippe DeMello.
And now this is going to be a handoff to Doolin. Once again, another sweep play. Doolin does pick up a few yards before being brought down by number 25, Philippe DeMello, once again making the defensive play. So it'll be second. And well, it looks like it's going to be a repeat of first down as a penalty has been called on that play. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Crimson Tide. I believe it might have been a holding call.
Yeah, holding call is going to negate that play. It was a really strong run by Doolin, too. He was dragging a couple of tacklers with him before they were able to get him down. Good speed, as always, by Jamari, and he's going to use that speed again, trying to get to the outside. Makes a cut, and once again, working with what he has, Doolin never leaves anything left to be desired by his running prowess. Nice job by Jamari.
Do you want to take a guess of who made that tackle?
That is going to be number 25. Once again, 3rd straight tackle for Philippe DeMello. Another sophomore showing his way with the Patriots. There's a good look at DeMello, the sophomore, 5'10", 155-pounder, and he is fundamentally sound. Bringing the hips, wrapping up. Those are good tackles he's making right there. Doolin did a nice job getting back to just about the original line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 11.
It's going to be Tyler Freddy looking for a pass downfield, gets pressured, launches it to Doolin and plucked from midair for
a catch.
A good gain, not necessarily enough for the first down, but what a leap and grab by Doolin.
Oh, that was next level. Doolin just totally off the trampoline, hauls this in. He high points this. Take a look at this. Frenny rolling to his left, gets his feet set. Oh, wow, that is as good as it gets. Jamari Doolin sets up a 3rd and 4, and Frenny now gets in the open on the direct snap. And barring any laundry in the field, that's going to move the sticks once again for the Tide.
And we're going to see if the Tide could get one more play off before the end of this first quarter as the seconds are ticking down with 15 left on the clock. Freddie not in no rush in getting that call out. Actually, he really might be. Crimson Tide lining up. 3 seconds. And Tyler Freddie is going to get a snap off with a handoff and a strip by Stephen Thomas. The turf monster grabbed him from underneath.
Yeah, it looked like the 29-yard line, 29-yard turf monster was able to make that ankle shoestring tackle, and that's how this first quarter will end. But not before a nice highlight play by Doolin, who really aided in Freddie picking up that first down, creating that situational football where he didn't have too much to gain, and then Freddie picks it up. But that was just a terrific catch, and there it is right there. On the tackle by the turf. I'm sorry, I gave credit to the 29-yard line. It was actually the 30-yard line that made the stop.
Apologies to the 29-yard line, turf monster.
Yes, sir.
But here's a look at that pluck by Jamari Doolin. I think he had to do a full-body twist around as he's going parallel to the ground and making that catch.
Tell you what, Aneem, that's as good as you'll see it. The elevation off the ground, making the catch, the pirouette in midair. I mean, I'd score that an 8.7 if I was judging that.
So we're flipping sides of the fields here. Everett now going from right to left to right now. Going towards the right side of the camera frame. And we're going to continue on with Everett offense as they're picking up from a 2nd and from the position of the sticks, 10 situation. The scoreboard out there for the stadium says 2nd and 12. But from our point of view, the 2nd-yard marker is right at that initial stick marker.
Yeah, I would say he did lose a little bit, but, I mean, the sticks don't lie, right? But he definitely got tripped up in the backfield. I guess he must have gotten close to the line of scrimmage. If anything, I would call it. Nope.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. So after the adjustment. Well, they're adjusting the line of scrimmage marker as well.
So I'm going to call it 2nd and 10. Marcus Pierre now to the side of Tyler Frenny. And he's going to be receiving the handoff. And brought down after a good gain.
Good strong run.
Good tackle by number 54, Walter Franklin, who sheds off the block of Nathan Fortune to make that play for the Patriots.
And Nathan Fortune, one of the top offensive linemen for the Crimson Tide. Big number 74, one of the captains. He's had a very good career here for the Tide, starting since his sophomore year.
And he does hold a couple scholarship offers to his name. Here's going to be keep by Tyler Freddy, who does have a lane momentarily and then quickly brought down by the Patriots, but not after a first down for the Crimson Tide.
That's right. You're going to see it here. Freddy's going to fake the jet sweep to Doolin. He's going to knife his way up the middle. And this is something we've seen from Tyler all season long. He takes what the defense gives him. There is no hesitation whatsoever when he is running the football.
First and 10, wide receivers to either side of the formation, but it's going to be direct handoff to Marcus Pierre, quickly brought down by none other than, once again, Walter Franklin.
Yeah, and if it hasn't been DeMello making the tackles, it's been number 54, Walter Franklin. 5'10" 215-pound senior, and you can see the power that Franklin brings right there. That's a big-time tackle by the big fella.
He also chased down Jamari Doolin on that first punt return and made that tackle.
Good athlete.
Says Marcus Pierre.
That was a collision right there. The ball's out. Number 1, Mario Ramirez. You could hear the collision over here. Ramirez hitting the ball carrier, Pierre, almost simultaneously as Pierre received the handoff. Take a look at this.
Shot out of a cannon right through the A gap.
And somehow Eno Neto was able to wrestle that back for the Tide. And he did so to the tune of Frenny picking up a solid gain. That's going to bring us to 4th down.
And short, brought down by Felipe DeMello from behind. Let's look at the replay. Good blocking initially.
Yeah, Lacombe with a really good block out front.
And DeMello holding on to dear life to make that tackle, that jersey grab tackle on Freddy. So here they go, lining up on 4th and 5th. 4th down, 5 yards to go. Doolin in motion, and it's going to be a keep by Doolin. Makes a move just enough. Tries to go airborne, met midair by number 7, Anthony Politeri, and he is going to pick up the first down.
Tell you, you're going to love this. I mean, Doolin gets some nice blocks on the perimeter, did everything right getting to the outside, and then watch the leap and watch the tackle by number 7, Anthony Pelletier. I'm going to credit both guys for leaving it all out there. Doolin, again, no stranger to flying high, going for the pylon, but really good tackle by Pelletier to high point and meet him. That was some good football right there. 1st and goal for the Tide. They're at the 1-yard line. Oh no, Freddie loses it.
The snap, and it looks like Revere.
Wow. Oh man.
Looks like Revere might come up with this one. They do. Turnover right at the 3-yard line.
That's tough right there. That's tough. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Couldn't get a clean handle on the snap. And Revere was right there, right place, right time to scoop up that football and give Revere a shot of charging down the field and striking first in this scoreless game. Here in the second quarter, he's going to be a handoff to Fuentes. Not much room to run through, and quickly wrapped around by a flood of Crimson Tide defenders.
Well, you can turn this into a positive. While it's upsetting to lose the ball at the 1, you do have Revere now backed up, and you're going to see here running into a wall that is Sam Lacombe. Fuentes goes backwards, And with forward progress, they're going to credit Fuentes with 2 yards. So 2nd down and 8, just inside the 5-yard line.
It's going to be a give to the up back who fumbled the ball in the play, but picked up by Reda Atui.
Well, that was big by Atui to help make sure that Revere didn't give one right back. Nice job, nice tackle right there. In on the stop was number 59, Eno Neto, one of the captains for the Crimson Tide. 3rd down and 7. Listen, you can get this momentum right back on your side, getting this stop, forcing the Patriots to punt out of their end zone. This is a big play. They're going to go wide toss.
Does the Crimson Tide defense have the speed to prevent the 1st down? And Fuentes had greater speed to go right past the marker. He needed 7 yards. He got 8. And Revere with a fresh set of downs. And here's a replay on that toss.
Yeah, that was tough right there. He got good blocking, though. He got to the outside, and the Patriots pick up a critical 1st down that helps give them some more breathing room.
It's going to be a give to Anthony Palatere, being dragged down from behind by Armani Negron. Before progress will mark Palatere at the 15-yard line.
Nice look at Negron. Pelletieri gets the end around. But Negron does a really good job. There is a flag on the play.
You'd assume by the replay it could be a horse collar, but I think they're going to go...
it's against the Patriots.
The Patriots for a hold. It's not a horse collar tackle if he's not brought down by the tackle. He was held upright.
I guess so. I mean, that was definitely close. I mean,
very close.
You had your hand on the back collar there. That's definitely... All right, so we're going to have a timeout on the field taken by the Patriots.
And one thing I wanted to say earlier is the camera angle from Evan Hubbard on that side of the field, giving us such great replay angles.
That's right.
We had that goal line stop and fumble by Freddie given from that angle, and then I once called it fumble. That was incorrect. Clear view from camera. I believe that's 3 to prove me wrong on that statement. So that's a beautiful placement of camera.
And
3.
And well-deserved recognition right there. Nice job all around. As always, the crew bringing you the very best.
How often do you get this double box look in high school football?
I'm all for the double box theater. It's where it's at.
And these tight shots in the 2 opposing huddles, seeing how both teams are composing themselves at the timeout. Revere, the first one to call the timeout in this first half. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left. Still remain scoreless. 1st and 15. Revere dangerous possession as they remain in their own red zone. It's been quite a while since they've been in that area of the field. But here's a look at that previous play that driven them back 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 1st and 15 coming out of this timeout. Taking the snap is Jose Fuentes. Looking downfield, has pressure. Getting chased down and looking for a receiver downfield, but the ball will float out of bounds and is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
And really nice coverage by Philip Pimenta for the Tide. Staying with his receiver all the way across the field. You look at Fuentes rolling to his left, trying to make something happen. Actually throws a pretty good ball, but Pimenta was right there, step for step with the receiver. So nice job defensively. And now the Tide have the Patriots at 2nd down and 15. This is a place where you want to have them as they're now further back with that penalty.
So now back under center, taking the snap, is going to be Sergio Piguero. So it looks like we have a dual quarterback situation here for the Patriots offense. But Piguero is going to be the one under pressure, trying to find something, but gets brought down for a sack on the play.
And that was a great job by Tyler Frenny as being the lone defender on that side of the field. Frenny did a great job breaking down, keeping his feet. You're going to see it right here. So actually a really nice job by Piguero to get out of harm's way at first, reverse his field. And I tell you what, if it's not for Frenny, Piguero is still running right now. But Frenny stayed home, was able to withstand the one blocker coming his way, and did a great job breaking down and making the tackle.
3rd and 16 from the Revere red zone. Well, let's see if the Crimson Tide defense can force a punt.
3rd down and 16.
It's going to be a handoff.
Yes.
Trick
and he's got
play.
Trick play, and that is Rita Atui. And he has fooled everybody on the play. And that is huge right there, as Atui gets himself not just a first down, but into Crimson Tide territory on a 3rd and 16. Who had that on their bingo card? Atui. Look, check this out. Inside handoff fake, goes up the middle. Then Atui gets the inside reverse, comes up the middle, and then no one there but Armani Negron, and he's able to bring him down by the back of the collar, but not before Atui takes it deep into Tide territory.
So ball now at the Everett 27-yard line. 1st and 10. It's going to be a quarterback bootleg keeper. Armani Negron couldn't make it, and Piguero is going to take it out of bounds untouched for what looks like another first down for the Patriots.
The Patriots utilizing the art of deception. Piguero makes the fake on the inside handoff, and then it's just going to be a simple bootleg. He gets to the outside. He's got the ball in the outside hand, going to his left, gets to the sideline, gets around a couple Crimson Tide defenders, and another healthy gain by the Patriots. And wow, has this series changed after a 3rd and 16 back at their own end. The Patriots now knocking on the door to get this game's first score.
So Piguero under center once again. In the backfield is Mario Ramirez, senior running back. It's going to be Fuentes in motion with the keeper on the sweep. Tries to turn it up on field, gets a gain of a few yards, and cut down by Armani Negron.
Yeah, also in the stop was Sam Lacombe. Patriots go to the jet sweep to Fuentes here. And Fuentes does a nice job cutting it up inside, but better job by the Crimson Tide defense. You're going to see Negron and Lacombe as they scrape across, getting down. Also in there was Pimenta, and the young sophomore has done a nice job. We saw Pimenta getting some action last week, and he has really been making his presence felt in the field here early on in this one.
So while Revere was 2 running backs in the backfield, it's going to be another inside handoff to Atui, but Crimson Tide was ready that time to limit the damage, unlike the previous time they ran that inside.
That's correct.
Handoff.
That was the same exact play on that 3rd and 16 where Atui was barreling down the field. This time the Tide a little bit more keen on it. And you see a nice job. Kamari Washam, big number 79, did a good job by the Tide of holding up his run assignment and at least allowing the linebacker to get free.
And that was Tyler Frenny, chest to chest. Here's 3rd and 1. Right up the middle goes Mario Ramirez. And did he break the play?
He's in. Touchdown. He is in.
So Revere strikes first at the hands and feet of Mario Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez, 5'9", 190-pounder, well put together, and that stocky frame helped barrel him into the end zone.
And how about the play calling by Revere head coach Louis Ciccatelli?
Lou Ciccatelli, yes.
Lou Ciccatelli.
Longtime Patriots head coach. Lou does a very good job, and the extra point is good. And what a turn of events. The Crimson Tide had first and goal at the 1-yard line. A fumble finds its way into the Patriots' hands. Keeping the Patriots down there, they're facing 3rd down and 16, and then all of a sudden, the Tide turned, and not in the favor of the Crimson Tide. We are by the ocean. This is Revere. The beach is very close to here. You mentioned the wind gusts that are coming off of that beach, and those gusts are blowing in the favor of the Patriots right now.
Looks like there was a penalty on that extra point attempt, so Revere is going to attempt it once more from 10 yards out. Here's Fuentes, and kick is good.
I tell you what, that kick wasn't much over the crossbar, but it found its way. It goes in the books the same way, and the Patriots are on top 7-0 with 3:05 remaining here in this first half.
Patriots riding the wave, 97 yards downfield on that drive.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
One thing about Revere High School, they're one of many high schools throughout the state that are undergoing massive renovation projects. Revere High School does have a brand new look to their campus, and they're also almost at the same enrollment size as Everett High School. They currently have 2,000 students enrolled at Revere High School, according to the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. DESE. And on par with Everett High School, who have around, I believe, 2,100 enrolled students at Everett High School.
I thought it was more than that. I thought we were about 23.
2,300,
yeah.
Yes. An increasing population at Everett High School.
That's still pretty close, though. Revere must be the second largest in the GBL.
Kickoff directly into the arms of Roshan Bellany and makes his way to near midfield. He gets brought down at the 46-yard line.
Tell you what, very nice return by the sophomore, Roshan Bellany, as he handled that line drive. He caught it full speed, and he did a good job getting the Tide into good field position to start what is hopefully a game-tying drive. Watch Bellamy. I tell you what, he almost took at the house. I mean, he got up there.
Tyler Freddy, 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line, and that's going to be a false start on Everett.
Just can't happen, you know. You get a nice kickoff return, and then you have a false start right away. These are the things that we talk about this ad nauseum, but you got to call it with the moving pictures that are in front of you. These are things that can't happen. They cannot happen.
So 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in this first half. Crimson Tide playing from behind once again. And it's going to be Tyler Freddy looking to turn that around as he takes it upfield past midfield and brought down by Jose Fuentes.
And once again, who will bail the Tide out of trouble? It's Tyler Freddy. Great run right there. Saw the opening, got right after it. Big gain, and Freddy has the Tide on the move.
2nd and 1 for Freddy. Doolin in motion. It's going to be Freddy on the keep once again. Did he get enough? He's brought down right at the sticks, and that would be good enough for a Crimson Tide first down.
Yeah, that was big right there. He's wrapped up by number 80, Nico Cespedes, but not before able to move the sticks. He didn't need much, but he got exactly what he needed. Nice job by Tyler once again. Let's see. The Tide really need this as they approach the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
It's going to be a fumble on the play, not a clean handoff to Doolin, but fortunately he does fall on the ball to recover it and keep the possession with the Tide. And it's going to be a timeout by Everett, their first timeout, as we are now inside 2 minutes, 1 minute and 56 seconds left of the first half. Ball on the 46-yard line.
I mean, it's hard to see what went wrong there. It looked like the handoff was where it needed to be. Doolin just unable to get a good handle of it. Thankfully for the Tide, he was able to fall on it, but again, nullify some of the momentum you have on a 2-yard loss. Still have the football, better than not having it, but time not on your side here as you're trying to get a score and desperately tie this thing up. You know, you're looking at it from the Crimson Tide side of things. They should have had the game's first score. They were 1 yard away. And then that yields itself to a 97-yard drive off of that fumble recovery. I mean, that's got to hurt.
So it's 2nd and 12, ball on the 46-yard line. And Tyler Frenny looking to lead this offense downfield for the Crimson Tide's first score of the game. It's going to be reverse to Jeremiah Clark. Couldn't get a clean handoff once again.
And that was going to be a reverse, and that was going to be a pass. Clark, we know him. He's also a quarterback. That was going to be a reverse pass. And unfortunately, that is probably going to destroy this drive as we are in 3rd and really long territory.
I believe that was a loss of nearly 13 yards on that play, and it's going to be a timeout called by Revere.
Well, yeah, Revere's like, hey, we can actually get this ball back and maybe add another one.
3rd and 27 after we come out of this timeout. Ball now on the 39-yard line. And as the time hits 5:41, it marks the official time of sunset.
Wow.
So sun broke the horizon, and the lights will get brighter as we continue on to the night on this eerie, chilly Halloween evening.
I love me a good sunset.
And of course, sunset rising, setting to the west. We have Revere Beach to the east. Tyler Frenny dropping down in the pocket, looking to launch it deep, and it's going to be intercepted by Jose Fuentes. Fuentes looking to make a move and chased out of bounds by Tyler Frenny. Jose Fuentes brought the ball to where the ball was thrown from, so Revere is taking over near the 39-yard line. 1st and 10.
What you didn't need to have happen there does, and a big return by Fuentes. Now you not only are able to try to find the equalizer to tie this game, you're now in a position where you might be going down 2 scores in the blink of an eye, as we are just 1 minute and 18 seconds from halftime. So the Tide defense needs to dig deep and at least keep this at a 1-score game. Hit the reset button at halftime and let's talk about it. Come on.
Playing quarterback now is Fuentes, but he's going to hand it off to Pellettere. Ran into a wall of Crimson Tide defenders.
Sam
going to bring up
Lacombe
2nd down.
leading the way.
2nd and 8. Clock will continue to run as we are now inside 60 seconds. Here's a look of the replay as Pellettere looks to make a cut up field, but no room there, no freedom. Fuentes now looking to pass, pressure, takes off and runs for the 1st down, gets tackled with a flag thrown, might be looking at a face mask call.
Yeah, you're going to see a face mask near the end of this run, and that's going to tack on 15.
Might be half the distance to the goal, as Fuentes did bring it up past the 10-yard line, I think.
Didn't need that to happen. That's gonna put the Patriots on the doorstep. Check it out. Fuentes takes off to run. And I believe it was Sam Lacombe. It was either Lacombe or Charlemont. I believe it was Lacombe who got a left hand on the face mask. And it's unfortunate. You're not doing it on purpose. I understand. It's just what the Tide didn't need to have happen just did. And now the Patriots are at the 10-yard line.
It's going to be another inside handoff to Atui. That play has worked for them before. Is going to work for them once more for their 2nd score of the game. Touchdown, Rita Atui. So I guess we can see what Revere's favorite play is to run. And that's going to bring up the score by 2 possessions.
Oh, good execution. Atui takes the handoff and just had to get around one defender, and that was pretty easy.
Fumble on the snap and brought down, so the extra point won't be good. Score is going to remain at 13-0. Wyatt Finidi blowing up that play after that fumbled snap.
Yeah, nice job by Finidi. Here it is. There's the play. Fuentes is the lead blocker. Gets outside, and that's just too easy.
And here's a look at that failed extra point attempt. The tackle is made by Wyatt Finidi. And now Revere will be kicking it off here with 19.5 seconds left of this first half.
Yeah, this really this turned quickly. As often Halloween can.
Jose Fuentes handling the kicking responsibilities, also playing running back, quarterback, and a defensive back for the Patriots. Quite an all-arounder for the Patriots. Ball hits the feet, but picked up by Doolin. Cuts it upfield, and then brings it to the Everett 45-yard line. 11 seconds left. We'll see if what the Crimson Tide will elect to do with this kind of time left.
Yeah, very good return by Doolin.
Has one kickoff return for a touchdown on the season. And a lot more yards that we can count. So ball at the 45-yard line, 11 seconds left. Tyler Frenney in the shotgun. And to his right is running back Stephen Thomas. 3 wide receivers to one side of the formation. Frenney looking deep. Good pocket. Has no one to throw it to until the very last second. Looking for Jeremiah Clark, but pass too low, and it's going to be incomplete, stopping the clock with 4 seconds left. We do have a flag on the play. And it looks like the penalty is going to go against Everett. Revere accepted the penalty, so they're going to push the ball back 10 yards. Let's see if you could spot the holding call on this replay.
Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty clear as day, actually. Number 55 for the Patriots was the one being held, Silvio Neto, and he was held by Eno Neto.
Tyler Frenney with the quarterback keep, and now we'll run out the clock to end this first half. And at the end of the first half, Revere is going to go into the locker room with a 13-0 lead. Josh, any final thoughts on this first half before you and I sign off and take a break here?
Yeah, I mean, it's just wild to me how quick everything changed. The Tide had a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. They fumble the football. The Patriots then march on a 97-yard drive that came by way of a 3rd down and 16 on an inside handoff to the slot, the player that was in the slot. That was Reda Atui, and then the rest found its way a couple plays later into the end zone. Then after the Tide looked like they were going to maybe try to get one back, a failed reverse pass that a fumble resulted in a big play, and then an interception off that afterwards got Revere back into scoring territory, and then the Patriots add another one on. So Tide need to find it right now. We're going to keep bringing you the coverage. Hopefully the Tide have an answer coming out of this break, but it's 13-0 Patriots. I'm Josh Delgazo alongside Aneem Osmani. Stay with us, folks. We'll have more action coming your way in just a bit.
And welcome back to our broadcast on this Halloween night for this high school football matchup between the Revere Patriots and the Everett Crimson Tide. Revere is leading 13-0. And we are just seconds away from second half action. It'll be Everett who will be receiving the ball to kick things off here. My name is Animo Osmani, and joining me is Josh Delgazo. Revere taking the lead after a 97-yard drive down the field after a nice inside reverse trick play by Reda Atui, who ran that from a 3rd and 16 situation following a turnover at the 1-yard line by the Everett Crimson Tide. And there's a second touchdown coming at the hands of Mario Ramirez, punching it in to cap off that first drive. The second touchdown on the feet of Reda Atui. Both teams 2-5 record and looking to put a positive stamp on their final game of this regular season. Temperature now is at 47 degrees with rain expected to fall 30 minutes from now, according to the forecast that we saw during halftime. Hopefully the rain does hold off. We are in Revere, Massachusetts, not too far from the beach, as we do have a stronger breeze coming in. Yeah. Probably going to affect the kickoff every here and there, along with any long passes. As you could hear through the headsets right now, the wind noise going in.
Yeah, we're definitely we're in our sailboats right now, and I'm telling you, right, if Aneem and I left the Revere Beach right now, I think we could get to the Pacific in probably 3 days with this wind. What do you think, Aneem?
Possibly. But back to receive is Jamari Doolin, and kicking off to start the second half is Jose Fuentes. Ball is up and past Doolin. Those kicks from Revere, really a low, long, and fast drive.
Yeah, I guess so. The low line drive will get you. And it does right there. So the Tide will start at their own 20-yard line. And if you're just joining us, this wasn't how the first half was looking. The Tide were on the doorstep. They had 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. They were ready to punch it in. They fumble it. The Patriots then take over. 97-yard drive. They get the first score. The Tide tried to answer back with a couple minutes left in the first half. It looked promising until a second down reverse pass play went awry, setting up the Tide with 3rd and long. Interception on the play. Long story short of it, Patriots end up punching another one in, and that's where they find themselves on top 13-0.
And Tyler Frenny picks up the first down on their first play of the second half. A gain of 11 yards on that play. So a fresh set of downs from their own 30-yard line or 31-yard line. There's going to be a handoff to the sophomore Felipe Pimenta. Picks up a couple yards on that play. His first carry of the game.
Yeah, nice job by Pimenta. As you said it, first carry of the game by the young sophomore. And he does a really good job getting what was given to him, running hard. Only a 2-yard gain. That's really all that was there. But watch Pimenta. He's going to take the jet sweep. Tries to get outside. Really good job pursuing the play was number 1, Mario Ramirez, and we've seen what he's been able to do.
Now here's Tyler Frenny on another quarterback keeper for a gain of 4 yards on the play. And really quickly, we are facing a 3rd down situation. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Tell you what, the Tide, if they ever needed one, they need one right now.
Sam Lacombe in the backfield, and so is Stephen Thomas, 2 receivers to the top of the formation. And it's going to be handoff to Stephen Thomas. reverses field, finds some room up the middle, and also finds a first down for the Crimson Tide. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Or is it 39?
Well, it was a great run by Thomas. He does a good job getting up the middle, then makes a cut inside number 8, who ends up making the tackle. That's Brian Fuentes.
It's going to be reverse handoff to Sam Lacombe. He has a bunch of room, and he picks up the first down, takes it past midfield, and cut down at the Revere 45-yard line. I think that was Jose Fuentes along David Cruz making the tackle on Big Sam Lacombe. That's not an easy tackle to make if a guy that size running.
And I really like the play call. Great play call. Inside reverse. Lacombe has actually rumbled with that play a few times earlier this year. Now it's the jet sweep to Doolin.
Quickly wrapped up by Nico Cespedes after a gain of 3 yards by Doolin.
I'd like to see them go back to that inside reverse, even if it's maybe Lacombe to Doolin, if you want to switch it up.
You know, it is Halloween, so might as well throw in whatever tricks you have in the bucket. Here's a handoff to Doolin on the jet sweep. Stephen Thomas lead blocking. And Doolin does pick up 2 to 3 yards on that play. Tackled out of bounds by Brian Fuentes. There's a flag on the play. And is that a illegal formation on Everett?
So that was an illegal formation against the Tide.
That'll bring him back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Well, it's gonna actually 2nd down and about 13.
13.
Yeah. Well, they did originally spot at 15, but then after reset.
Inside handoff to Stephen Thomas, who does find an empty hole. Keeps driving those legs forward for extra yards. Good second effort, but ball was blown
he's
dead.
Down. He's got to be down. He's got to be down there. Let's see if we can get an official ruling here.
Well,
I believe Thomas was down.
From our look, it did look like down by contact, but I don't know what the referees are going to call it. They're going to have a discussion here. We're going to get a replay.
Oh, he's giving it to Revere. And it looks like it was out.
It was the clean punch-up by Mario Ramirez.
Wow. So once again, the Tide just unable to continue their momentum as a big gain. Yeah. At the end of the run, you could see, number 1, Mario Ramirez able to punch the ball out as Thomas had a big run. And we'll try to give you another look at it after this play, if we can do it. So you'll see what happened at the end of the run. It was a great run by Thomas, but unfortunately you got to take that with you all the way down because that's kept live, and it was a really good play by Mario Ramirez, able to punch that out. So now the Patriots, once again, beneficiaries of Crimson Tide fumble. Already up by 2 scores. Seems to be a lengthy discussion taking place on the field right now. And let's see if we can maybe show you. Oh, no, they're going to go back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, a couple.
And for this first offensive drive for the Patriots is going to be Sergio Peguero under center with an inside handoff to Jose Fuentes. There's no room for him to run. Brought down in the backfield by Sir Knight, Johnny Goes, and Tyler Freddy.
That was the Sir Knight, Jonathan Goes.
Also known as Juicebox. So I've come to learn.
No one calls him.
No one calls him that.
So here it is. Here's your fumble at the end of the play here. So you're going to watch it. You're going to see Mario Ramirez going to come in, number 1. He's going to up. He's going to punch. He's going to come over the top with a tomahawk tomahawk punch over the top, able to knock it loose, and he was just a few feet from being down, but you're not down until that knee touches first and you got security of the football.
A toss play to Fuentes and brought down by Sam Lacombe after a gain of a couple of yards. It'll be third down and somewhat manageable for the Revere Patriots. They have 2 yards to break that first down marker.
And a great job by the truck bringing us that replay again and slowing it down for you, showing you exactly how that came out. Big play for the Crimson Tide. Still, this might seem as a shocker. A lot of time left if you can make some plays. Fumble snap, unable to handle it clean, and that's going to go nowhere. Nice job by the Crimson Tide defense. Listen, it's a 13-0 game, and we're approaching the 6.5-minute mark of the third quarter. So even with all the mistakes, make a few good plays in a row, you could be right back in this thing.
Here's a look at that fumble snap from under center. Couldn't get the handoff. Peguero trying to make something out of nothing, but to prevent it all from happening is Sam Lacombe. Stops the momentum of Peguero and drives him back. So it'll be 4th and 2. And it looks like the Revere Patriots is going to elect to punt with Jose Fuentes to kick it off. Good looking punt. Won't make its way to any Everett player. Fielded by Peguero at the Everett 36-yard line.
I tell you what, I'm thinking, I come right out in this first play, and I'm either looking at getting Frenny going, or I come back to that play to Lacombe. I think that's been a good play. They've run that throughout the season this year, not at a high volume, but it has worked at a big clip every time. You need to try to get some big chunk plays. Still a lot of time left in this game, but you need to get your team up off of that proverbial mat. You got to get your momentum going, and it would start with a play like that. Let's see.
Doolin in motion. Marcus Pure lead blocking, trying to steal the outside, but Mario Ramirez chases down Doolin from behind and brings him down for a loss. What a pursuit by Ramirez, the senior running back and linebacker, two-way player for the Patriots.
Ramirez is having a terrific football game, doing it on both sides, as you just said, Aneem, and he has really been impactful.
One touchdown to his name, and so is a forced fumble. So it'll be 2nd and 12 for Tyler Frenny. It's going to be a play-action pass to his left. Wide open is Jamari Doolin. Finds the sideline and then dragged out of bounds by Sergio Peguero. That's good enough for an Everett first down.
Tell you what, I like that right there. Good pitch and catch by Frenny to Doolin. Nice job by Jamari after the catch to pick up a few more yards.
Correction, that's going to be a 3rd and inches.
Wow, just shy, huh?
So Everett quickly to the line of scrimmage after the huddle. It's going to be a direct snap to Frenny. Design quarterback power up the middle. Definitely enough for a first down.
That's going to pick it up. And nice job by Tyler. Sorry, Haneem. Yeah, that was great.
And good back-to-back plays for the Crimson Tide. Needed 1 foot, and he picked up 10 yards.
Yeah, that was good. Simple, just a direct snap, student body right. Frenny gets his way up the middle, and now the Tide are on the Revere side of the football field. 1st down and 10, approaching 4.5 minutes left in this third quarter. And that's the same play, and it's got about the same result. Frenny, big gain, going to be just shy. Going to be about 2nd down and 1. About 2, rather. I could see the sticks in front of me, but...
Here's the replay. Stephen Thomas, good block on
great block.
Ramirez.
Yeah, that was a great block by Thomas. Good call, Aneem. He thumped him well, and Ramirez is a thumper himself.
So a couple new players out there are lining up, swapping out in the wide receiver position. But here's Tyler Frenny on another power play up the middle, and that's going to pick up another first down. on the same play.
Yeah, and some of those new receivers you're talking about, one of them would be the freshman, number 28, Gerald Zamora. And we've seen some of the plays Zamora's made this year. Very exciting freshman, and excited to see what he brings going forward.
And Zamora is a last name that we're familiar with here at Everett High School, especially for the football program. That last play's no gain by Tyler Frenny.
Yeah, the Zamora name, that's a legacy here in Everett. Ishmael Zamora is a receiver at Boston College. Christian Zamora is a terrific defensive player at Bentley. And now here lies Gerald Zamora.
2nd and 8. Doolin in motion. It's going to be Tyler Frenny with the keep going the opposite direction. Drives his body forward over the body of Jose Fuentes for a gain of 7 yards. Correction, 4 yards on the play.
And just, like, how tough were those 4 yards right there? Watch Frenny. He's going to fake the jet to Doolin. Okay, Neto's out front blocking. Also out front blocking is number 60, Danny Hernandez. And you watch Frenny. He's just all about contact, physicality. He's a bruiser. Good hard run. 3rd down and 4. Big play for the Tide.
Inside handoff to Stephen Thomas. Charges forward, brought down, but not after he picks up the 1st down for the Crimson Tide.
And I really like the setup right there. You could see a little delay in the handoff. It was a fake jet to Doolin. Delay. Nice job by Frenny setting that up. Great job by Thomas barreling downhill. It was a counter step. Fortune, the big fellow, was pulling. Thomas finishing the run with some oomph as he lowered the hammer on Felipe DeMello, who's been a great defensive player for the Patriots tonight.
So I don't think the Crimson Tide picked up the 1st down. It looks like they might be getting a measurement here.
Yes.
So we'll see what the official call is.
Yeah, I think he's going to be short. He's going to need he needs about close to a yard. About a half yard, maybe. Well, I would just, to me, this is a direct snap to Frenny.
Yep.
And just put all your bodies in motion and let's pick this up.
The Crimson Tide are ready to start snapping this play. Frenny with 2 blockers to his left. That's the direction he's going, and he does get enough for the 1st down.
Easily, too. Easily.
Not a hard play call to make.
You might just want to keep running that. That's been the play this drive, courtesy of Tyler Frenny. And some nice blocking up front by the offensive line. Another good block by Thomas there, too. I really like the lead blocking of Stephen Thomas.
And tackle made by Jose Fuentes on that last play, putting his body on the ground. And in this play, Tyler Frenny stays upright, but the whistle is blown after a gain of 3 yards, I think. Or gain of 5.
Again, Thomas, lead blocking out front. This time it was moving Rita Tui. Nice job by Stephen Thomas. He's really been outstanding as a lead blocker. And now he's going to get the handoff. Inside handoff goes to Lacombe. There it is again, Anid.
You wanted it, and
yes,
we got it.
Yes, give me that. I want Lacombe.
And the Crimson Tide gets a 1st down on that play.
Huge. Now, we've been here before, Aneem. Got to finish this off.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Love the play call.
Direct snap, power play to Frenny.
Ooh, he's just shy. He's going to get down to about the 1. Great tackle right there by number 23, David Cruz, as Frenny was reading pay dirt in front of him, but Cruz closed it quickly. Nonetheless, it's going to set up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. You can hear the coaches calling for the tight formation from the sideline. It was a dual tackle. Also in the stop was Rita Atui, who's had himself quite a ball game. And I think that's how this quarter is going to end. And they might want to let it end that way. That's how the quarter is going to end. But the Tide are knocking on the door, 2nd down and goal at the 1-yard line. That's where they'll begin things here in this 4th quarter.
Looking to cut the deficit down by 1 touchdown as they're trailing 13-0 in this final regular season game.
There's a good look at number 8, Sam Lacombe. You see some of the coaches. And now you see the Revere side of things as they're trying to protect their 2-score lead.
So game is far from over. Sun has officially set. Darkness has overtaken the skies as there is a significant cloud cover. And the lights are bright.
Yeah, this is big. This is real big, Aneem. 12 minutes left of your season. Barring potentially, I'm not sure what may happen in the non-playoff format, but either way, this is your regular season, and for the teams not entering the playoffs, your regular season ends here today. I mean, it ends for everybody. Some folks will be postseason bound, others won't. This is our last production of the season for the fall sports and our football team. So we would love for nothing more to see some excitement from the Tide, maybe punch this one in. 2nd and goal at the 1, 4th quarter is off.
Tyler Frenny, quarterback, dive.
He's in. Put the arms up. He's in. Nice job by Frenny. Good push by the line. The rugby scrum finds its way into the end zone, and the Tide are on the board. Coming with just 5 seconds off that 4th quarter clock, 11:55.
And the Crimson Tide is going to settle for an extra point attempt. There in the background, you see Staff Sergeant James J. Hill Elementary School.
Yeah, it's a beautiful school, isn't it?
Part of the Revere public school system. Revere High School on the other side of the city. So the Patriots do play off-site. While Finiti, for his first extra point attempt of the game, snap is down by Tyler Frenny, and the kick is good by Finiti.
And good, and nice job by Frenny on getting down the snap and the hold. Good kick by Finiti, and the Tide are down by just 6. Here we go. All right, so here's a look at the touchdown. It's Frenny. It's a simple quarterback sneak. He pretty much finds his way in, but a great push up front from the likes of Danny Hernandez, Nathan Fortune, Eno Neto, some of the big uglies up front. Number 68, Gaetano Foster. Good job by that offensive line, especially that drive. A lot of it was just simple, direct snap, get behind your guys and move piles, and they did just that. And Tyler Frenny, excellent job getting downhill, as we've talked about all season long. He's tough as nails, and he showed it on that drive. Tide are right back in this thing. Now it's back to the defense. Let's keep this going.
You know, Josh, I was tempted to almost say the tush push, but I feel like that term has almost pushed out the quarterback sneak.
That's right.
The original term for that kind of play, or even the quarterback dive.
That's right.
But here's Finiti to Fuentes. Fuentes with a clean grab, clean hole up the middle, but brought down from behind by number 21, Jakari Jules, sophomore wide receiver for the Crimson Tide. Ball spotted near midfield. I think they're going to call it at the 47-yard line.
And a big return right there by Fuentes, and perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle by Jakari Jules, as you'll still rather have them just shy of midfield than putting a quick 6 back on the board. Take a look. Fuentes is going to split the seam, and then he is off to the races, and Jules providing the last line of defense there.
Sheds off Finidi, brought down by Jules, and now it's Fuentes who's going to be lining up in the quarterback position as he's been swapping out with Figueroa throughout the game. Designed quarterback run for Fuentes, didn't have anything up the middle, and finally dragged down by Wael Finidi.
Great job by Finidi, who has been outstanding this season for the Tide, making his presence felt off the edge. Finidi has really had a year. He does the kicking. He makes a lot of the tackles. He's tough. Nice job by Wael.
It's a homecoming for Wael Finidi. He is a transfer student from Revere High School.
Oh,
he moved to Everett, I think, last year.
Okay. I'm a big fan of Finidi. Gotten to know him a little bit. Really, really nice young man. And, again, just has had a really good season.
So here's Fuentes in the backfield again. It's going to be a handoff to Atui, trying to break free, but then there's Armani Negron to finish things off at midfield.
And I tell you what, Finidi once again was at the core of that as he was able to shut off the blocker. Had Atui wrapped up enough to get the rest of the cavalry in. Nice job by Atui, very hard run, but that's going to set up third down and favorable for the Tide defensively. Check it out here.
And you call it Finidi making the initial wrap-up, and then Armani Negron coming in to finish things off. It's going to be 3rd and 6th for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Fuentes with the handoff to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to kick it out, but once again, there's nothing there. Number 94, James Dos Santos, to blow things up. Freshman.
Wow, how about the young freshman making perhaps the play of the day for the Tide defense? James Dos Santos says, let me introduce myself. What a play by the young big fella. Watch him. He stands up, number 55, gets off him, and then he's going to wrap up Mario Ramirez, the 5'9", 190-pound senior. So now the Patriots are in punt formation. 4th down and 8.
Doolin, the sole receiver, back deep to receive. He is going to let it bounce. He's going to pick it up on the roll. He couldn't pick it up on the roll. Bounces off. Armani Negron is there to make the recovery.
Oh, thank goodness for Armani Negron being in the right place at the right time. You know, Doolin has gambled and has been right on a lot of those plays. Doolin is big time back there, so I certainly trust him. I'm a big Jamari Doolin fan, but right there you got to be sure of it. But we've seen him do that throughout the season and turn it into positives. Thankfully, it still is a positive because Negron got it back, and you can get this Crimson Tide offense back onto the field. 9:21. Here we go. Buckle up. The Tide looking to at least tie this up or go ahead with the point after. It starts with 6 first. Let's see what they have in store in this drive.
Doolin in motion, quarterback keep by Freddie, looking for something up the middle, not much there, brought down by Ramirez.
Who else? Why not Ramirez? He's been in on a lot of tackles for the Patriots tonight.
And you know, the field here at Russo Stadium is probably nearing its 10-year mandate before having to update the turf, so I'm wondering if the weird bounces that we've seen on these punts have something to do with it. But here's Doolin with the motion again. This time he does keep it, looking for the sideline.
He's got room.
Good block by Stephen Thomas. Frees up Doolin for a huge first down gain on that play.
Wow. And it was a great block by Thomas. You said it, Aneem. He got Doolin the outside route he needed. Doolin, we know the kind of speed he has. You give him a little bit of room, he takes a lot.
We're going to get a quick replay here. Just to see the block, nonetheless. Couldn't get it off on time before the start of this next play as Doolin receives the handoff again and picks up a few yards. Takes the ball down to the Everett 45-yard line.
I tell you, another strong run by Doolin. And this time, while the outside wasn't completely there, he put his foot in the ground, he cut inside and took what was given to him. That's a really healthy 4-yard gain right now. You're continuing to move the football. Tide starting to rise. 2nd down and 6. Oh, correction. No, I'm sorry.
2nd and 3rd.
3.
Doolin in motion from the slot. It's going to be a quarterback keep right up the middle, And it's going to be a first down for the Crimson Tide.
Another really strong play call. I like this after getting Doolin going. There's a play fake to him. Frenny then keeps it up the middle. Why not? We've seen how good and how strong he's been tonight. Check this out. He's going to play fake to Doolin. Gets a good block by Fortune. Sam Lacombe, another good stick right there on DeMello. And that's what's been aiding this attack right now. It's not just the hard running of Frenny. There's been some key blocks at the point of attack that are getting him going.
Quarterback power here on the 1st and 10 and gain of 2 yards on that play. The previous tackle was made by Brian Mile. And I think on this play it might have been 54, Walter Franklin.
You can see Frenny. He's wearing it right now.
It's actually a tackle made by Mario Ramirez, playing from the linebacker position.
So 2nd down and 7.
7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Clock continues to run, and the Crimson Tide is powering it up the field with their power play. Here's going to be a handoff to Marcus Pierre.
Lost a foot in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple right there, or he's going to lose maybe a yard. I think he almost got back to the line of scrimmage. This is going to be big. 3rd down and 8. Huge play right now. I think if you're the Crimson Tide, a couple things you can look at. You might try to find Doolin on a quick pass on the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to keep it on the ground and maybe set up 4th down and manageable. I don't know. Here we go.
Doolin in the slide in motion. Freddy's going to drop back to look to pass. Steps up in the pocket.
Oh, he's got a guy! He's wide open!
Armani Negron, does he have the speed to break past Fuentes? And he does, diving into the end zone for the equalizer. And Armani Negron is hurt on that play after that attempted tackle.
Wow, what a play! How about Tyler Frenny? How about Armani Negron? Frenny looked like he was going to tuck it and run, and I think he had some real estate, but he says, no, I got more real estate. It's a better house. I'm going to find Negron down the field. Take a look. Oh, man, was that beautiful. Check this out. Doing fakes on the jet sweep. Frenny does an awesome job stepping up in the pocket, finds Negron. Great camera work. How about Negron takes it off to the races, and he is in the last-ditch dive, and now we have a key point after.
And it's going to be a timeout on this play called by Everett.
Wow. How about that? Oh, man, that was wild. But nice job by Negron to finish that off.
I'm amazed about how wide open Negron was. Revere Patriots had a strong defensive stand throughout the game. We're going to get a good look here of that touchdown play again. Sliding up in the pocket is Frenny. Negron just slides past the linebackers on a simple drag play. Gets connected by Frenny, and then just uses his speed to get it into the end zone.
So we have a timeout here on the extra point attempt. We are all tied up at 13. So talk about a big point after right here.
And the Revere kid himself is going to be Wild Finiti to give Everett the lead. Kick is down and up and
it's
through
good.
the goalpost
It's
for
good.
the first lead of the game.
Tied up by 1 after being down 13-0. The Tide have put together 14 unanswered points. And a high tide alert here at Revere Beach. Finiti splits the uprights with no doubt. But I tell you what, you got to rein it back in. Focus right now. This has been an area that has really hurt the Tide this season, or haunted the Tide as we have been following the Halloween theme. Do not give up a big kick return here.
Special teams lined up, but there's no ball to kick, and now there it is being thrown onto the field. as we have 6 minutes and 3 seconds left of this fourth quarter. Back to receive is Jose Fuentes.
Ooh! Oh, it's loose! It's loose!
It's fielded
you gotta make that tackle. You gotta make
Palateri.
that tackle. Oh, nice tackle right there by who else? YL Finiti. Great job by Finiti coming up with a big stop. And his kickoff was actually, it was a little hot to handle right there.
Attempting that fielding was Anthony Palateri, who does corral it and keep the possession with the Patriots. Here we get a replay. Bounces off his shoulder pad down to the ground and bounces up back into his possession and cut down by YL Finiti. 5 minutes and 56 seconds left. We're going to see who's running the quarterback position. This drive is Sergio Peguero. Last possession was Jose Fuentes, but now he's lining up in the running back position, and he's going to receive the toss.
Ooh, that was a big hit right there by Philip Pimenta, the sophomore, coming in barreling strong. Finiti also getting off the ground. You see Sir Knight, Jonathan goes, but Pimenta, wow, bringing some collision on this one.
Here we get a replay of that. Ramirez lead blocking to the outside.
Oh.
And
I also want to credit Sam Lacombe, who absolutely stymied one of the blockers coming his way. Big fella Lacombe, what a year he's had.
2nd and 5 for the Patriots. Not a clean handoff, but it was made eventually to Fuentes, who picks up a gain of 4.5 yards.
He's going to move the chains. That's a first down. Good tackle by Frenny.
Pick up a 5 yards on the play for a first down. Peguero did run into his own offensive lineman trying to make the handoff. Does, and Fuentes picks up the first down. Way to stick with it. Although that backfield duo who's switching reps from under center. It's going to be a handoff, or it's going to be a quarterback bootleg keep. Sergio Peguero with the speed, with the sideline, and then out of bounds after a huge gain on that play.
Big speed by Peguero. I didn't know he had it in him. He kind of just kept running past defenders.
It kept picking up acceleration too. Caught me by surprise. Guards pulling one way, Peguero going the other, fooling the defense to give himself the room and the sideline, and just runs out of real estate there. 1st and 10 from the Everett 41-yard line. It's going to be handoff up the middle.
Oh, that's that play again to a Tui.
Had me fooled, inside handoff, and he will pick up a few yards after that.
The Tide do better with that on that play. It still was a positive gain, but we've seen it go for large chunks. Although still, that went for about 7 yards right there. Kind of a slow developing play. I'm sorry, Anita. It's a slow developing play, but it works. You have some misdirection. It's a good play. And Coach Ciccatelli has not hesitated to go to that when he needs a big one, and he got one there.
So it's going to be a toss play to Fuentes. Picks up the first down. And we are at the 3 minutes and 47 second mark of the fourth quarter. Revere threatening to take the lead with little time left for the Crimson Tide. Here's a replay of that toss play. Armani Negron chest on Fuentes, drives him back for a tackle.
Well, Patriots are on the move.
Clock continuing to run. We've seen 4 different Patriots running the football. And you'll never know who it'll be at any given play. But this time it's going to be Fuentes. Looking to cut it up inside and brought down immediately by...
Great tackle. Number 41. Another freshman, Jeffrey St. Louis. That's the first time we've called that name. And St. Louis makes an immediate takedown, like big-time tackle. So the Tide showcasing some of their freshmen here. Where have you been? Wow, this is terrific. Big stop, a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 5.
Correct, 5-yard gain. I'm working on my score graphic because I can't actually see the action. Oh, there's a reverse to a Tui. But players at home, if they could just make the tackle, you got to make the tackle. You're there. That's too much. You had to play hemmed up. You got to make the initial tackle. Nice job by the defense initially. Unfortunately, the rest of it had to do with bringing down a Tui who was run hard, and the Patriots will pick it up.
Spins off a swarm of defenders to pick up the first down. Here's a look. There's nothing there. Stiff arms Charmont. Spins off the second wave. Turns it upfield. And then finally brought down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Everett 15-yard line. We are inside 2 minutes of the game. And Revere with a reverse to a Tui. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Great job by the Tide defensively right there.
We're going to have a stoppage on the clock with 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Timeout taken. Patriots call the timeout.
So with
1:42 left.
With this kind of weather conditions, we won't know if Revere will elect to take the lead through via field goal, or they're going to be pushing down 4th down territory and really testing their luck on their home turf. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with the wind, that's something you have to consider. They did make the lone extra point they were able to get off clean earlier, and it actually came on a penalty, and they still made it. So a little bit of a kicking factor there for Revere, but something that could go any which way when you have conditions like this and 30+ mile per hour wind gusts that we've seen here tonight.
And the wind is blowing against them.
Another thing to consider. So
here's 2nd and 10. Inside 1 minute and 42 seconds left. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. And when it says 1 minute and 42 seconds, expect 20 minutes in real time. We got ourselves a thriller of an ending as Fuentes has a sideline. Can he be chased out of bounds? Yes, he is. He ran out of bounds to stop the clock with 1 minute and 36 seconds left. Revere Patriots now knocking on the door.
Nice job by number 28, Gerald Zamore, the freshman, able to kind of run parallel with Fuentes and get him out of bounds. It was 28 at the end of the frame there.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
A 3-yard gain, 3rd and 7. And there it is. That's the play that they've made work all night. It's going to work again. A Tui gets in. That's been their signature. They go right back to it. Why not? And the Tide are going to have to answer in the waning moments here as the Patriots are back on top.
So on the doorsteps of the end zone for a trick-or-treat, and they're treated to a lead against the Crimson Tide with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. They're going to line up for an extra point attempt here.
I think
or they might go for two.
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, at this point, you go for 2 and you can go up 7.
Force it into overtime if Everett does respond with a scoring drive of their own.
And they might just go right back to that play.
It'll be Fuentes lining up at the quarterback position from shotgun, looking to pass it down the middle. What a connection to a Tui.
And in the first pass thrown by the Patriots tonight, it results in a massive 2-point conversion, as now the Pats have a 7-point lead. They have not thrown the football yet here tonight, but they did just that, and it works big time.
So a Tui being the big bad monster under the bed on Halloween night, as he has 2 touchdowns on the day and the most rushing yards. Not sure of the exact number, But here's a look at the two-point conversion. Fuentes switching out with Peguero occasionally. This time he's the one with the pass attempt for the first passing attempt of the game from either quarterback.
It was a great play, good call. Last couple play calls for the Patriots were great play calls.
Ball blown from the tee. Patriots going to reset. It's Fuentes once again handling the kicking responsibilities. Fuentes doing it all tonight for the Patriots. Special teams, defense, offense, quarterback, running back. Long line drives. Too hot to handle once again, but corralled up. Cutting it back inside.
There he goes.
Trying to make a couple moves, but brought down by Jose Fuentes, the kicker.
Rashawn Bellany, another big return.
Close to midfield, ball out the Everett 48-yard line.
Nice move by Bellany. Good tackle by Fuentes. Tied just about midfield on their own 49.
With 1 minute and 22 seconds left in this game, 2 timeouts for both teams. Let's see what the play calling will be for Rob DiLoretto and his Crimson Tide offense. We got 3 wide receivers out there.
Oh, that's not going to work.
2 people in motion. That's going to be an illegal
that's too bad. This
motion.
is going to go for naught. This is all going to go for naught because 2 guys were in motion at the same time.
Jeremiah Clark might have recognized that. No rush on the play to make any play happen. He just takes it out of bound. Play is coming back. There's a replay.
Oh. All right, let's put that one behind us. And 1:14 now remaining.
Wind blowing in favor of the Crimson Tide, going from right to left.
So you lost 16 seconds there and 5 yards.
So 2 receivers split out wide. Freddie, with immediate pressure, flips it forward to Stephen Thomas, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the idea, just couldn't get it to go.
2nd and 15 for the Crimson Tide. Clock does stop with 1 minute and 9 seconds left. But quick decision by Freddie, avoiding the loss, take the incomplete pass, stops the clock. Immediate pressure by Brian Fuentes. Here they are once again in the tight formation. Freddie steps up into the pocket, surveys his option, into the hands of Armani Negron, but he couldn't corral it. He had the ball in his hands and possibly also a first down, but shaken up after that play as well. It's going to be 3rd and 15.
Oh, that was a good ball. On the run.
On the money. Couldn't cash it in.
Oh, up against it here, 3rd and 15.
1 minute and 2 seconds.
You might look for perhaps a screen pass, something underneath. Just try to maybe get a good chunk back, set you up.
To at least pick up the first down, but 2 receivers split out wide. Freddie extending the play, redirecting traffic, gets it off in the face of pressure, and once again into the hands of a receiver trying to find Jeremiah Clark, but couldn't bring it down as he was met by Mario Ramirez in coverage.
Oh, it's going to come down to this play. The Tide are going to take a timeout to talk about it, but it's going to be 4th down and 15, and this is going to be it.
There's Freddie. Jeremiah Clark, you see on the right side, wide open. Freddie does find him, tries to hit him on the run, but ball a bit too high, under pressure for both the quarterback and the receiver.
Yeah, that's tough.
Tough connection that could have been made.
That's a tough play. That would have been a spectacular catch. Both players trying to make something happen there, and good effort.
Also,
4th and 15. This is huge.
Also in the area was Jamari Doolin. So Jeremiah Clark, good read on the offense. Moving with the play, trying to make something happen. But it all comes down to this. You have to make your play past that first down marker. 4th and 15, ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Freddie takes a snap, clean pocket, launches it to Jeremiah Clark. Brought down at the 40-yard line.
Huge. He picks it up.
And was he thrown out of bounds to stop the clock?
I believe he was. I mean, he's got to be out of bounds. I mean, I got to see that again. He had to be thrown out of bounds. Here's our replay.
And we do have the official I think the referees are
he
talking
was
about
actually
it.
still in play. He was still in play, so the Tide will have to take a timeout, and that's what they do. Good call by the official. Not something that we're trying to upstage, literally on the other side of the field from us.
Yep.
So, again, replay. Great job giving us what we need to see, and that was a good tackle. But nonetheless, Tide take a timeout. They now have no timeouts remaining, so they'll have to be fast. Obviously, with a first down, the clock will stop while the chains get set.
40 yards to the end zone, wind picking up every now and then, 30-mile-per-hour gust. Freddie does make his connections, and he's trying to make another one down short to Jeremiah Clark. Making his way, brought down after a first down gain. Clock will stop to set the chains. Clock stops at 35 seconds. Everett quickly to the line of scrimmage. It is 1st and 10. And Tyler Freddie is going to spike it.
Okay, wow. So how about the last two plays by Jeremiah Clark, number 14. We know him as a quarterback. We started to see him sprinkled in as a receiver, and he shows up on the two biggest plays of the season, 4th and 15, and then on that play, and he picked up a large chunk after that catch. Nice job by the offense getting on the ball quickly to spike it. They'll happily stop the clock and give up the down. So 2nd down and 10 with 31 seconds left. Folks, we have a treat for you on this Halloween.
Freddie with another clean pocket, rolls to his right, has an option. No,
it's
he throws an interception.
It's going to be intercepted. Oh, man.
Directly to Reda Atui.
Well, I tell you what, we had some exciting action here.
Here's a replay. We have Jeremiah Clark and Jamari Doolin running similar routes at different depths. Freddie trying to connect with either one of them. Not a clean release, and ball ends up into the hands of Reda Atui.
Nice interception there. Great effort by the Crimson Tide, getting to this point, not giving up, fighting for everything tonight. Unfortunately, this one's going to end in heartbreak, but not before a valiant effort by our Crimson Tide. I thought they really battled here to come back into this one. Very exciting game to call, and nothing to hang your heads about. Tyler Freddie was outstanding. Jeremiah Clark, Jamari Doolin. We all know about Stephen Thomas, Sam Lacombe. But
Marcus
it's going to be the
Pierre,
Patriots.
Braving the elements of the weather, the Crimson Tide, and the big bad boogeyman that they'll be treated to seeing at the conclusion of this game. We had a 5 o'clock start, so we do have an early end to our broadcast. And once again, that will do it for us from the broadcast studio for the regular season of the 2025-26 school year. And of course, we're talking about football. We'll obviously be back to deliver you other Everett Athletics action. And for me, Josh, it's been a pleasure announcing throughout the season. Thank you for having me on air, and it's always having a pleasure having you on air alongside it as well. Shout out to Paul Holleran, our legendary commentator who's been calling the game for many decades. couple and a half. Expert statistician and our favorite encyclopedia, along with Volume 2, Josh Delgazo as well.
Oh, Neem, always a pleasure to have you, my friend. You are terrific. And, of course, Paul Halloran, who has always done an outstanding job for us in the legendary career that he's had calling our games. A tough one here tonight for the Crimson Tide, but one they still fought and they battled. But the Patriots will take it for the second straight year, adding to their totals over the Crimson Tide. And, hey, that's the way this one's going to end on this Halloween. It's the Patriots winners in this one, 21-14. We want to thank all of you for joining us here tonight, and always happy to bring you the action. Good night, everybody.